All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for takeoff. Buckle up. This is your captain speaking. Today, we're going to be flying into the territory of UFOs, or the drones, or UFOs in particular. And our destination would definitely be what's happening in New Jersey. So I thought I'd have an interesting take on it. And are these UFOs? Are they aliens? Is this a third world country? Let's talk about it. I only wear the glasses for the intro. So, like I said, buckle up. This is going to be a good one today because there's two camps when it comes to these drones. They're either a third world country or they're aliens. What if it's neither? Let's talk about it. Let's start with the natural. Now, I was in the military at one time, and I've had some training. I've had some college education. So, if I was a young lieutenant again, and people are looking at me, because, you're supposed to have the answers, right? The lives of your men are depending on you. So, what would I do? I've got these drones flying over my city. Well, the first thing you have to ask is, okay, let's say we're going to go with the first camp of they're natural. That means they're from Earth. Some country, some terrorist group, somebody's behind it, right? So we have to go with that assumption. That's the first thing I would go for. First thing I would do is we need to pluck one of these out of the sky. One. Bring one down. How do we do that? Because people are looking for answers. I can't let one of these endanger the lives of anybody in the city. I just can't. One person gets hurt and it's got to be prevented. Although no one's been hurt yet, but I don't want that to change either. First things first. Well, they have to come from somewhere. First thing I want to do is capture one. Not blow it out of the sky. I want to pluck it out of the sky, but I want to bring it down safely where I can reverse engineer it. Find out where it came from, who made it, Okay, second thing I would do. These things have a radio frequency. You see this spinning UFO here? Now, it has a flight path in a way. It's operated by a magnet. This thing right here, it sends a signal to this. This receives a signal because it's the magnet. It's still a signal in a way. Therefore, it has a flight path. If I wanted to pluck it out, I would use how would I pluck it out? I would use a bow and arrow. Why a bow and arrow? Because of the G-forces. See, an arrow can travel a long way. If you can shoot a 10-point buck from 100 feet away with the bow and arrow. I mean, these bows and arrows are advanced today. It's not like a simple string on a stick with a arrow made of stick. No. Have you seen the archery stuff they got today? Yeah, they're advanced. Trust me. And so you can shoot an arrow a long way. You can get a 10-point buck from probably 100 feet away. Yeah. You could shoot at a bird far away from distance with a bow and arrow if you're good at it. So an arrow, if depending on what it's made out of, it's made of steel, cast iron, steel. You shoot at it, and the G-forces that goes with it straight at that drone would knock it out of its flight path. Possibly punch a hole in it because of the G-forces. Depends on what it's made out of. So, yeah, it would definitely at least knock it out. You got 3 or 4 other sharpshooters with bows and arrows all shooting at it. You can definitely knock it out of its flight path. This thing is on a flight path. If you was to hit it, it'd be knocked down. You could bring it down. That's true. You look at this. This tower sends a signal to this thing here. It's magnetic, but it's still a signal. Now, these drones are operating either with a radio signal or some kind of computer program. Now, you can either find out what the frequency is. Here's another thing I would do as an officer. I say, well, we can bring it down, capture one, and reverse engineer it, find out where it came from. Another thing I would do is find out what its radio frequency is. If it's using a radio frequency, find out what that is, jam it, bring it down. If it's running on a computer program, it's still getting a signal from a tower somehow. Someone is sending it a signal. It's receiving a signal from someone, a program. Hack it. Hackers hack things all the time. You mean to tell me I can't have that drone hacked? I can't find a good hacker to hack it and bring it down? I can't get a good sharpshooter with a bow and arrow or good shotgun and bring down one of those drones? If we can get a 10-point buck, we can get some high-flying bird. You think I can't bring down a drone and reverse engineer it? How about this? Have we tried just following it home? It has to land somewhere, don't it? Follow it home. Where does it go? It has to land somewhere. Follow it. Have we tried that? Does it leave some kind of trail? You know how planes, helicopters, is there not a trail it leaves? You know, you watch on Star Trek and how Kirk is tracking the Romulans and go, well, they're leaving this tachyon emissions and they're leaving this trail. How about that? I know it sounds like science fiction, but why not that? Here's another thing I would do. I found out how many manufacturers can there be on this planet. You claim these drones are the size of a car, right? Now, how many companies on this planet, how many could possibly have the know-how, capability to manufacture a military strength drone the size of a small SUV? How many companies on this planet have that capability? Do you know? I actually tried to look that up. I actually did. I asked my AI program that question because I thought, how many companies are there that have that capability of manufacturing these drones? Secondly, I'd want to find out who are its clients. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I found it. Come on. This damn laptop. Okay, I asked my AI this question. Talking about how many manufacturers can there be? How many companies have that capability of manufacturing these drones? There can't be that many companies on the planet who manufacture those kind of drones. There's got to be but a handful, right? So, I said there have been many drone sightings in New Jersey in the past few days. These drones are the size of small vehicles, military strength. My question is, someone has to manufacture and sell them. How many companies on this planet have that kind of capability? This is what my AI co-pilot had to say. I'm glad I have my trusty co-pilot with me today. Oh, come on. Okay. His answer was this. There are several companies around the world capable, I said around the world, not just here in America, capable of manufacturing military-grade drones. Here are some of the top players in the industry. And I only gave the top players, which means there are others. Number one on the list, AeroVironment Incorporated. AeroVironment Incorporated. Number two, General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Incorporated. Number three, DJI Enterprise. Number four, Lockheed Martin Corporation. Number five, Northrop Grumman Corporation. Number six, Textron Incorporated. Number seven, Kratos Defense and Security Solutions Incorporated. That's just seven of them. There's more. I'm not going to read the others, but Boeing is another one. I could see that on the list. Israel Aerospace Industries, Thales Group, Raytheon Technologies Corporation, FLIR Systems Incorporated, Elbit System Ltd, Saab AB, BAE System. These companies are known for their advanced technology and innovative designs in the field of unmanned aerial vehicles. Okay, I just listed off. If I were a young lieutenant and I'm going, I need to get to the bottom of this, I'd look at how many companies are capable of manufacturing these things. They also have a client list. They also have bank accounts. They have investors. Find out where they bank, who are their investors, who are their clients. There can't be that many of them. Well, there's 15 on this list. That means there are other players on the list. There could be as many as 20 or 30. Can't be that many, though. If you think about it. That kind of technology, this specific type of product that someone has to manufacture, someone has to sell them. Someone has to buy them. There's a bank account somewhere. There's a transaction somewhere. I'd be looking into that. I just listed off some of them. So, we could follow it home. That's simple. Knock one out of the sky and reverse engineer it, find out where it came from. Find its radio transmission. Find its program. It's operating on a program. See this thing right here? That's what I'm saying. If you could knock it out, it's got a flight path. It's a magnet, I know, but it's still kind of like sending a signal. I'm trying to use this spinning UFO as an example. Now that's assuming it's coming from Earth. Now let's look at the geopolitical situation here. You know who is going to take office next month. Let's think about this logically for a second. Why would China or Russia use drones? They have satellites to do all that. They have no need of them. What information could a drone possibly give them that they don't already know because of their spy satellites? China and Russia, like us, they have spy satellites. I assure you, they don't need drones. You got to think logically, people. What interest would they have? What ROI could they get? The return on investment would China or Russia have when they already have satellites doing all that? Why would they invest all that into a drone, which is very primitive? What could they possibly see? What information could they possibly get that they don't already know from their satellites? Where's the ROI on it? What motive would they have? Well, China wants a war with the United States, maybe an economic war, but they make a lot of money off of us and the rest of the Western world. We're their biggest client. Us and the UK and the rest of the advanced, we're one of many, but still, I don't think we're going to go to war with China. Not really. It's a proxy war, if anything. With you-know-who coming into office next month, you really think they're going to go poking the bear? The Chinese government's not stupid. They know Trump. They're not going to go poking the bear. Trust me. Putin is already trying to figure out how to get out of Ukraine right now. He wants to get what he wants from Ukraine, but he's got to pull out. He knows. We got to settle this before Trump takes office January 2. Putin knows this. So you know who's going to take office next month. Now you're going, what if it's a terrorist group? Well, what would be the ROI on that? You know who's going to take office next month. Is it going to come down on them like a hammer from the gods? You think, I guarantee it, no one's going in their right mind is going to do it. Not even a terrorist organization. Are you kidding me? Trump's going to have full power. He's got the House, the Senate, the Supreme Court, and the Vatican, thanks to J.D. Vance, backing him. You really think even a terrorist organization is going to poke the bear? He's like 3 weeks away from taking office, maybe 4, next month. Just a few weeks away from. So you really think they want to push this man with our military machine and our economic machine? They could crush. If it's Iran, we can crush their economy overnight, devalue their currency overnight. Just like that. Just like that. I just want everybody to think logically. I've already heard rumors it's Iran. No, it can't be. Again, you know who is taking office next month. You really think they're going to go poking the bear when he can come down on them like a hammer from the gods? I wish I think there's a hammer around here somewhere. I just want everybody to think about this logically. Rationally. No third world country, no terrorist group is going to try such a thing. They don't want you know who coming after them, and he will. This man has got full power. The House, Senate, Supreme Court, the Vatican. He's got it all. And he's got the financial machines. He's got the banking cartels. This man has total authority. Even economically, he can crash that currency overnight. No world leader is going to go poking. I'm telling you, they're just not. Especially a third world country. Where would be the ROI on that? What could they possibly hope to achieve? What are they going to get out of it? You can't invade this country. He's closing the borders. He's going to have a border czar. They're going to ship people's butts back. This guy's not messing around. And they know it. So you can't invade from the land or invade from the air. When he finds out you're doing this, no, he's going to knock your drones out. He's not going to F around. Trump gets into office, those drones are gone. He'll make a phone call to that guard unit and said, I want them out of that sky. Pluck them. It's done. He's commander-in-chief. It's done. He's not going to mess around. So he's not Sleepy Joe. We got Sleepy Joe in there right now. And he's sleeping. Meanwhile, American lives could possibly be at stake. These drones are just having their way with our airspace right now. We don't know who's behind it. And that's assuming we're talking in the natural realm. We're talking geopolitical. I want everybody to think rationally and logically. No third world group is going to be behind those drones. They wouldn't even try it right now. Well, Sleepy Joe's still there, so we can get away with it. But Trump's going to be there in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks. He investigates. He finds out it's you. You're done. You are done. That's it. It's over. No one's going to do that. It's too close to him coming into office. He won the election. Come on. Nobody's that stupid. Or maybe they are. Maybe there's somebody out there that stupid that's going to go poking the bear. He's the kind of guy who's arrogant, fight. He's going to make an example out of them. I don't have to agree with all of Trump's politics. But one thing I do rely on him doing is protecting our borders and protecting our airspace and protecting the safety of the American people. I don't have to agree with the rest of his politics. There's one job that our government's supposed to do, that my tax dollars pay for, is our defense, our security. our safety. Now, if it's the government flying these drones, then just say it. Yeah, it's us. It's military. That's all you need to know. That's all I want to know. I don't need to know the rest. Because I don't want the enemies to know. Just need to know it's you. That's it. Just say it. But, so if it's not us, and I just discussed geopolitically why it can't be someone from planet Earth. Alright, let's go to the other camp. So, if I can't pluck one out of the sky, which I don't know why we can't. I mean, it's so obvious. Follow it home, pluck it out of the sky, find out what its radio frequency is, try to hack its computer program. It's operating on a program. Someone's controlling it. There's only so many manufacturers on this planet. Find out who they all are, who their clients are, find out what the motives are. And even if you wanted, what would be the ROI on it, the return on investment? We're going to invade America. How are you going to do that? When we've already invaded your airspace through our drones, yeah, but Trump gets there, it's game over. It's game over. Even the Sleepy Joe, the Democrats, they don't want to be removed from power either. How far do you think you're going to get before somebody really takes action and decide, enough is enough, I'm not putting up with this crap, you're done? Trust me, if Trump was there wouldn't be any drones. He put an end to it right then and there. He'd authorize the various agencies, shoot them down. Bring them down. End it. That's it. He's commander-in-chief. He'd authorize all the agencies. Whatever you got to do, I don't want to hear about it. Get it done. It'd be done. It'd be over. So, you got to think about this logic. Now let's go to the alien camp. There's two camps. Now we've approached this rationally, logically, why it can't be a third party. No one's going to go up against Trump. He's going to shoot back. He got elected. He's going to take office next month. You really think they're going to push his buttons? I don't think so. They know better. If I said, no way. He's going to come into office. He's going to come after me like a hammer from the gods. No. So, there are two camps. The other camp believes they're aliens. Alright. I got a YouTube video pulled up here. Now this guy's going to explain things to you in a way that, even with my training, I know these things, but he can explain it better than I can. About G-forces, the problem with space travel and aliens visiting Earth. They must be from another planet. Well, if I were aliens, before coming to this planet, I'd pick up your transmissions, right? Now, if I was picking up any transmissions from TikTok, I'd be like, I want to visit these people? They're so primitive. Oh, okay, he just uploaded another one. Okay, so we just attacked this in the natural sense. Pretending it came from Earth. Who could it be? What would be their motives? It's not China or Russia. They've got spy satellites to do all that. And they've been doing it for years. What could these drones possibly tell them they don't already know? So, that's knocked out. Let's go to this camp over here, the UFOs. They must be aliens. The problem with space travel. This guy's going to explain space travel. Now, I know that even Alexander the Great has been seeing things. Christopher Columbus saw something. They've been visiting Earth for centuries. Who is they? And the problem is space travel. Why would they come here? If I were an alien and I seen your TikTok videos, I'm going, screw this. Skip over these people. They're so primitive. Oh my God, they're not even intelligent. Why wouldn't I stop and say hello? You might shoot me. Americans are so divided, so violent. So many wars. We're so stupid. If you base it off TikTok. Oh man. No way. I'd turn my ship around and go back. If you was to base it off TikTok, yeah. But if you was to look at space travel, let's play this video. I'm going to play the audio. I want you to hear what this man has to say. And he's going to explain the G-forces and the problem with space travel. The problem of traveling at light speed from the nearest star. How long it would take to get here. Carl Sagan himself called Earth a tiny blue dot. We would be less than an anthill to them. Why would they come here? They wouldn't. So, let's get into this video. He's going to explain it better than I can. Let's go ahead and play it. Hopefully it's where I need it to be.
The new Falcon heavy rockets that Musk's developing. These are the most powerful vehicles mankind had ever produced. Just the main engines on the space shuttle can produce about 3.3 million kilograms of thrust. Wow. Now, at the best speed we could muster, it would take you 800,000 years to reach the next star to our own sun, Proxima Centauri, which is 4.3 light years away.
It takes you 800,000 years.
Yeah. So think about this. That's within our own galaxy. So when you leave our galaxy, even if you could travel at the speed of light, right, 300,000 kilometers per second, it would take you 2 million years to reach the next galaxy to our own Milky Way. That's Andromeda. And the next galaxy after that is 20 million light years away. Right, if you could travel at the speed of light. So even if you could travel double at the speed of light or 10 times the speed of light, the distances are phenomenal. And here's the problem. You know, space is not empty.
Yeah.
There's lots of cosmic dust. So even a grain of dust, if you were traveling at 1/10 of the speed of light, that would be like 10 tons of TNT impacting on the hull of your spaceship. So we see in Star Trek they have these deflector arrays or force fields to repel that, but you've got to use the same amount of equally opposing force that you're traveling with to deflect that object. So that's only adding to the impossible energy requirements, you know, for your ship.
And so a lot of people would say, you know, anywhere near the speed of light is impossible for any, you know, it's these particles that have zero weight, like photons or things like this, that are able to travel at or near the speed of light, because as you know, your mass increases as you go near the speed of light. It's an effect of relativity. So what you're talking about is two and a half million light years, I think it is, to the nearest galaxy.
2 million light years to the next galaxy, yeah, Andromeda. Yeah.
So even if we were to travel at 1/10 of the speed of light, it's 20 million years. So the point here is that I think you're making is that if there was extraterrestrial life out there, it couldn't visit us. It doesn't have the time to visit us.
Not in spacecraft.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, where we're going to talk about the interdimensional hypothesis. G-forces is another one you mentioned.
We didn't talk about that. Yeah, go on.
Because acceleration is, you know, when I say on Star Trek when he says make it so and they jump into warp factor 6. I mean, could you imagine the acceleration forces? You'd be splattered, and that's why they invent these things called inertial dampeners to avoid you. But again, it's the stuff of science fiction. Now, it's fun.
Yeah.
I love science fiction, and some science fiction has become possible. Arthur C. Clarke developed, invented the idea of satellites above the Earth to, you know, carry radio.
Okay, did you hear what he was saying? So he explained it way better than I could. So that kind of debunks the alien. They're aliens from another planet. Well, he's explaining from the nearest star or the next galaxy over. We're nothing but a tiny blue dot in the Goldilocks zone in our Milky Way galaxy. Why would they visit us? And assuming they have been, why haven't they wiped us out? Why haven't they conquered us? What are they waiting for? I just want you to everybody think about that. Because that's what humans have done to other humans throughout history. We declare war, we kill them, we wipe them out with disease. Look what happened to the Mayans, Incas, Aztecs, the Native Americans. What have we done? Think about it. I just want everybody to think logically. So the alien thing is now being debunked. So it'd take centuries for aliens to travel here. They wouldn't live long enough. With the laws of physics that have to apply, the amount of energy it would require them to travel long distances, even if there's just no way. The laws of physics, no, there's no way. We'd like to think that it's possible because we got used to what we see on Star Trek and Star Wars. Just hop on board the Millennium Falcon, off to another planet. That's fantasy. That's not reality. Like you said, space dust. If you're traveling fast, it's like taking a straw. It goes through a telephone pole during a tornado. You've seen that, right? He says it's equal to tons of TNT, even at a tenth of the speed of light. Just the amount of energy it would require just to repel all that space dust. Yeah, so again, either so far advanced, why would they come here? They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. So if they're not aliens, and these drones are not from Earth, because you know who's taking office, no one's going to go poking the bear, because he's going to just come down on them, like I said, from a hammer from the gods. Trump is the kind of guy you don't want to mess with. I'm telling you, he acts like a mobster. You don't F with this guy. I want to keep this clean in case you show this to schools or churches. So I almost swear that time. I caught myself. So you don't want to go messing with him. You just don't. So what are they then? Now, I've seen another guy come on, and he said these drones appear and disappear at will. Okay, so they're appearing and disappearing like they have a cloaking device. They show up out of thin air. There they are. And then they disappear into thin air like they have a cloaking device. They just went through a portal. You're not dealing with anything from Earth. Even with these drones, they disguise to look like drones just to throw us off. It's got to be demonic. It's got to be spiritual. It's interdimensional. That explains why they're able to appear and disappear. And you're being deceived. FBI doesn't know. They probably don't. They're dealing with something they don't know. They don't have the answers to. If they do, they're like me, and they kind of know. They can't come out and say it. They can't. Even if the FBI knows what I know, if I were the FBI knowing what I know, I can't say it either. I can say it now because I'm not FBI. I'm not the government. So I can come on here and say what I want because I'm not the leader of a government agency. And I have to be careful what I say. Even if I know, I can't tell the people what I really know without panicking everybody. I'm sorry, they're not aliens. They're not from Earth. It's demonic. That would be admitting the spiritual realm. They don't want to do that. So they can't give an answer because, like I said, geopolitically, they can't be from Earth. No third world country is going to go messing with our new president. He's getting ready to take office next month. They know he got elected. They know he's going to take office. They're not going to go messing with him. They know better. So I just want everybody to think about this logically. There's so many people on here producing content about these drones. What time is it? It's 12:15. Oh, well, I need to set that clock back. So, again, why would you? I mean, I can talk on and on in this video, but I said everything I needed to say. I think I got this off my chest, and just try to give a different approach on these drones over New Jersey. Trying to give it my take on it, trying to debunk it. If I were still a young officer in the military, what would be my answer? Because everyone's looking at me, the young lieutenant, everyone's looking, okay, find its radio frequency. Let's bring one down. Let's pluck one out of the sky and reverse engineer it. That would be the decision I'd tell my men. Let's pluck one out. Tell another group of men, let's follow one home. I get someone else to find its radio frequency. I get somebody else to hack into its computer program. Someone's programmed it. Let's hack it. It can be hacked, can it? I get another couple of guys to go online and find out who the manufacturers are. There can't be that many. Like I just looked it up on my AI program. Hey, give me a list of manufacturers. It listed 15 of the top players who are capable of manufacturing these things. It's a start. It's a start. But like I said, geopolitically, if you think about it logically, it's not China or Russia. They have satellites, and they already know what they need to know. They've already got a spy network set up, trust me. They don't need drones. They're not going to resort to drones. Think about it, people. It's not a third-party proxy terrorist group. They're not going to go up against you-know-who. It's taking office next month. They're not going to go messing with him. They know better. Even Putin right now is trying to figure out how to get out of Ukraine before Trump takes office. Even Putin doesn't want to mess with him. So, can't be from Earth. Can't be aliens. Because this guy explained the laws of physics. The amount of time it would take to travel. The amount of energy required to travel past the speed of light to even come to Earth. That debunks the other camp. The third camp is the religious camp, the spiritual camp, which is the one I'm going to have to go with because they're interdimensional. They appear and disappear. What other explanation could there be? I don't know. That's my take. They're interdimensional. It's spiritual. They're demonic. They're here to deceive us. That's all it is. It's just they're laughing at you. These demons are laughing. They're toying with you. They're disguised as drones just to toy with you. Yeah. That's their only agenda. That's it. To spread fear and terror into the hearts of the American people. Or humans. Because this is going on all over the world, actually. It's happening in the UK and other countries too. It's not just us. Whether it's drones, right now it's drones. They're disguised as drones. Or orbs. We can't explain that either. So, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for coming on board. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment below. What do you think is happening with these drones in New Jersey and all over the world? Drones, orbs, especially these drones. Okay? What do you think is happening? There's millions of videos talking about these. I didn't show any video footage because everybody else does that. You've already seen it, so I'm not going to repeat something they've already said. I'm just trying to give a different take. Step back. Think logically. Approach this rationally. Why would Iran do it? I've already heard talks of Iran. It's not Iran. Trust me. I'm not defending Iran. But it's not man-made. Because you know who is taking office. So no one's going to go messing with him. Because they know what's going to happen. So, again, no one's that stupid. Well, there are stupid people out there. But again, think logically. China and Russia's got satellites to do all that. They don't need drones. They don't. So, thank you for watching. Like, comment, share. Like, comment, subscribe. I really got to let you go. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here for an hour and just ramble. I can't do that. I got to stop myself. I have to stop myself. I had to get this video made. Now I've got 6 videos to take into McDonald's because there's no internet here and upload. That's why you don't see a lot of effects, graphics on the screen because there's no internet here. It's shot hard copy with an iPad with a microphone attached. It's the best I can do. Now if I went back to Springfield, if I teamed up with another content creator here in the Ozarks who does have fiber optics, I can do more. Oh yeah, I can do a lot more than I'm doing right now. Well, I'm working on that. Trying to make a deal with somebody in Springfield. I will negotiate something here in the near future. I'm going to have a whole podcast studio. I'm going to finance the whole thing. I've got all the hardware. I've got all the software. Just need somebody who's got the firmware where I can upload at 100 bits per second. Minimum upload speed. Otherwise, no deal. Well, anyway, I gotta let you go. Bye-bye.